My name's Leonard. I'm the President of the Climate Justice Program. Loss and damage in the climate negotiations is the effort towards ensuring that where mitigation and adaptation aren't going to suffice, then there's a framework that's in place to deal with those things that people, communities or countries can't adapt to. So an example which you can draw on that's occurring at the moment might be the fires that are occurring throughout Southeast Asia and in Indonesia. So we have a situation there where there's a normal sort of annual season where there's a lot of burning, which needs to be more properly managed anyway. But because of the significant El Nino that we're experiencing at the moment, which is in a lot of people's views being exacerbated by climate change, is resulting in basically a drought in the tropics, which is resulting in these fires burning out of control throughout Papua, Sulawesi, Sumatra and Borneo. And some of the science that's coming out of that is that there's more emissions coming from these fires at the moment than the US generates per year. And so this and will also cause a significant amount of health problems throughout a lot of Indonesian communities. And so that, for me, at the moment, is perhaps one of the recent examples of loss and damage. So the levy on fossil fuel extraction was something that we developed immediately after the launch of the Carbon Majors research in 2013, which was at the same time that the Philippines was being struck by Typhoon Haiyan. And the thinking was, and that was at the same time that the loss and damage mechanism was also being decided on in Warsaw. And so the thinking there was to be linking the Carbon Majors work with this with loss and damage, basically, and also the thinking that was going on around compensation coming from the fossil fuel industry to those most impacted by climate change, as well as the legal theories and development and litigation that's beginning to emerge concerning the liability of the fossil fuel industry, similarly to the tobacco industry, to be paying compensation or being considered to be liable for the impacts that have been caused as a result of their products. So, in terms of the levy itself, the idea there is to be having a contribution that's coming that is legally mandated to be coming from extraction. And then to be providing the necessary finance to those countries and those communities that are being impacted by climate change. So in terms of the discussion concerning big oil, coal and gas paying for loss and damage, I think that it's high time that the fossil fuel industry were beginning to take responsibility for their actions. There's been a lot of efforts on the part of the fossil fuel industry to slow down action, despite what you see now in terms of their desired engagement in the process. What that engagement is for, who really knows? And also the discussion about the fossil fuel industry being a solution. It's a bit like an arsonist being the fireman sort of a scenario. It gets into the question there as to why should a certain industry or a certain business, because really this is about business, why should a business that has gone about making billions of dollars causing a problem now be supported in terms of making billions of dollars providing the solution to the problem that they've caused?